Manchester City versus Newcastle tomorrow. I reckon this is an absolutely massive game because Liverpool play Wolves, who they should beat, and Arsenal have an easy game on paper against Leicester. But there's no easy game in the Premier League on paper, but I'd expect Arsenal to beat Leicester and I'd expect Liverpool to beat Wolves, which means that we have to get 3 points because we're playing in the earlier kickoff. So that means if we get the 3 points, the pressure's on Arsenal and the pressure's on Liverpool. I think we can win this game quite comfortably, in my opinion. It's just that we've got to control the game well. Because the last 2 times we've gone to St James's Park, it's been 3-3 and 3-2 to City. So we haven't really had much control over either game. Like, we've dominated the ball in like both games, but we've given away stupid goals in both games as well. So Jack Grealish starting in this game is a must. I'd start John Stones as well. We need players that are good on the ball, players that can pass the ball forward, and players that can keep possession and not give it away. So that's why I wouldn't start Doku in this game, because although he's got flair, he's not good at keeping the ball. And if you lose the ball against a team like Newcastle who've got pace on the counter, you will get punished. My lineup would be Edison in goal, Rico Lewis, Diaz, Akanji, and then I'd have Gvardio at left back, and then the midfield I'd have Stones in the CDM, Gundogan, and Kovacic. And then the front three, I'd have Bernardo Silva on the right wing. I'd have Haaland through the middle, and I'd have Jack Grealish on the left. It is sort of unlucky for Savinho to miss out on this game because he has been pretty good since joining, but I do think Bernardo's the best option for this game because he's got a pretty good record against Newcastle. He scored 2 against them in the FA Cup quarter-final. He scored away to them last season, and I think he scored away to them the season before as well. So I fancy Bernardo in this game to do well. Newcastle's biggest threats. If Isak is fit, I'm hearing that he might not be fit, but if he's fit, then he's going to be a massive problem for us because other than Haaland, I think he's the best striker in the league. World-class player in my opinion. And then we've got to watch out for... I think Harvey Barnes is actually an underrated player in this Newcastle team. I don't think he gets the credit. It's all like Isak, Bruno Guimaraes, Gordon, players like that. But like a player that doesn't actually get the credit in this Newcastle team, I think, is Harvey Barnes. I think he's actually a good player and he's got some good ability and he's got speed. So if we're not on the ball and we let him get in behind us and he plays, there's a good chance he might do something. I think he's a good player, Harvey Barnes. But overall, am I confident going into this game? Yes. But you never know with Newcastle, especially at St James's Park. St James's Park is one of those games where you don't want to be playing that game at 12:30 because the early kickoff is like the worst kickoff slot. And 2, playing it, you don't want to be playing a side like Newcastle because they're a good side. They've got a lot of good players. They've got the potential to compete this season because I think it's an open season. They've got a good fans, good home atmosphere, which will make it difficult. And the pitch ain't particularly big either. So it will be a tough game. So if we don't get off to a good start, we're going to be in trouble, I think. But my prediction is a 3-1 City victory. I think Gundogan's going to score twice and Haaland will get 1. And if Isak starts for Newcastle, I can see him bagging. And if he doesn't start, I still expect Newcastle to get a goal because they're a good attacking side. I'd say maybe Willock or someone like that would score like a midfield or something like that along those lines. But anyway, big game, big 3 points up for grabs. We've got to prove a point that we can win games without Rodri against a good Newcastle team away from home. Come on, City. Let's get the 3 points. Up the Blues.